On November 24th, 2008, Kanye West released his fourth studio album, 808s and Heartbreak. The title sums it up really easily in just 3 words. The 808 bass and drum can be heard throughout every single track of the album, and the other half, Heartbreak, is explored through 3 main aspects of Ye's life at the time. Tracks like RoboCop and Paranoid talk about his messy and toxic relationship with his ex-fiancée, Alexis Pfeiffer. Other tracks like Welcome to Heartbreak and Pinocchio's Story focus on his feeling of isolation and loneliness after the success of graduation. And the final component, which is found all throughout the album, is dealing with grief after the passing of his mother Donda, primarily explored in the track Cold as Winter. The mood of this album is very cold. It features a lot of drawn out vocals and instrumentals, which is quite the opposite to its predecessor, Graduation. However, without this album, we wouldn't have a lot of the sounds and songs we hear in hip hop today. 808s influenced a lot of artists you hear today, and it's personally one of my favorite projects by Ye. But without wasting any more time, let's get started. Get a goat and name it Ye, man. Unless you have. Gotta binge all the prior episodes. I have not, but I like this idea, so let's go do that. First thing, just get a name tag and rename it to Ye. And then I need to find a mountain biome where they spawn at. I think there is one by my end portal, so let's go check over there. That right there should be the mountain. Let's go check it out. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't know they changed rapids. Dang, okay, that's cool. Alright, let's find the right one. Respectfully, I don't want one with 1 horn. This is our winner. Oh. Alright. Should have brought a boat, but oh well. Alright, let's do this. I forgot that was an advancement. That's funny. Alright, mission almost successful. Why isn't he? There we go. Alright, now Mr. Pig down here has a friend. As for the materials, 85% of this build is snow, but I got a guy for that. Eight shulker boxes and many shovels later, we have acquired all the snow for this build. Thankfully, this is the main block used for this map art, so the hardest part is out of the way. We have redstone as the next block. I'll need roughly 9 stacks, which is a little more difficult, but nothing a little trip to the mine can't fix. Unintentionally, I found a sulfur cave while mining for redstone. I kind of want to check it out. I don't know how these really work. Sulfur spike. Interesting. I think it's, I don't know, it's not really integrated with this all that well. This is sulfur. Yep, what is this? In a bar. Different cave. This is sick. Do I take damage if I go in here? Oh. Oh. Nausea. I'm actually super foreign to this sulfur stuff, but isn't there like magma under here or something? Oh, maybe not. Potent sulfur. Is that what makes the water? It is. Okay. I'm not seeing any cubes though. It's kind of saddening. But yeah, cool biome, I guess. Love or hate Mojang, this update did a really good job at scaring the hell out of you anytime you enter this biome. Redstone collected, we now need roughly 8 stacks of Crimson Nylium, which isn't an issue, I just hate going to the Nether for one sole reason. Before we continue to the map part, it is pretty much tradition at this point that I get a new dog breed variant in each one of these episodes. First one was Boris in the College Dropout, Alistair in Late Registration, and Clive in Graduation. So let's go find our next dog. Alright, I've been searching for a while. I finally hear a wolf, but I don't know where it's at. Is that a wolf or a fox? It's a wolf. Let's go. Okay. I was gonna say, if I use 14 bones on a wolf, that's a little embarrassing. I don't have any colors. Whichever the first flower I find will be his collar color. Alright, don't think we have blue yet, so that will work out. Pretty sure these are craftable. Yeah, okay, cool. Perfect. A, B, C, and D. Sweet. 4 albums, 4 dogs. Now, let's go start this thing. Now we can finally start the map art. I have a speed 2 beacon in the middle here to hopefully help this get done quicker. All I have to do is place the schematic. I'll show you how that works with Lightmatica. Essentially, I open up the Lightmatica menu, and there are 3 options here. You click the load schematics, and I have all mine named out here, so these are the previous 3. And I can load it here, and it gives me a whole block layout, and it tells me where to place everything. If you've seen my previous videos, you will see there is a lot less staircasing on this one, as most of the 808's cover is just a blank white canvas with the heart in the middle, and then there's little varying colors on the left here. My mob switch, as you can hear, for some reason isn't working, so I'm gonna have to sleep through the nights, but the time lapse should be pretty cool to look at nonetheless. I almost forgot to mention I have a copy of the map I'm currently holding, so that whenever I update something in the map art and it records on my map, it'll get copied to this one instantly, so you guys will have a live viewing of the map as I'm building this. many hours later, and 808s and Heartbreak has been brought to life. This one was one of the easier ones I've done, as most of it was just placing snow. However, with my mob farm down, I had to sleep quite frequently, so I don't know how the time lapse will look, but without wasting any more time, let's get this added to the collection. Alright. Air Trilogy, and now 808s and Heartbreak. And he's right there to admire it. Look at that. Thank you all so much for watching. This is a really fun video to do, and I think the map art turned out beautifully. I have a couple build ideas in mind, so hopefully the next video will be out soon. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.